Unmute microphone. Okay. We should be good to go now. Okay. There it is. Okay, so what is good, everybody? It is the Godfather of VR, the Ageless Wonder. We got this mic thing straightened out. So, okay, so you guys probably see my stream on the PS4 Pro earlier today. I'm going to try to make this. I'm going to play the game, but I'm going to try to make these comparisons as short as possible. Now, I played this game on my PS4 Pro earlier, and supposedly on the PS4 Pro, across all platforms, the game is supposed to run at 60 frames per second. And I'll start off by saying that on the PS4 Pro, even though the game is supposed to run at 4K 60, the speed of the game as well as the player animations made the game look like it ran at 60 frames per second. That's the first thing that stood out at me. So I'll chime in with little tidbits as we go.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Ford Field. Fielded in the end zone, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
A terrific athlete, started at wide receiver before becoming the starting quarterback at Texas A&M, and also took his studies pretty seriously as well. He was a biology major at Texas A&M, planned to become an orthopedic surgeon, but being the 8th pick in the NFL draft, that paid just a little bit better.
Okay, right there, the PS5 version of this game, the picture was razor sharp, and the biggest thing, like one thing that really stood out, was no aliasing whatsoever, no shiny glittery edges. On the PS4 Pro version, there was a little bit of aliasing out in the very fine details, like players' helmets from the distance, their face mask. If you see it from the distance, because it was so fine, it looked like aliasing. It looked like glittery edges, and I seen it on the top of their helmets, you know, on the outside of their helmets. But PS5, no aliasing whatsoever. And for comparison purposes, I'm using the same two teams that I did on the PlayStation Pro, playing at the same level. There's parts of this game. 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31. A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
Oh, I got lucky on that one because I was burnt. So same thing, same teams, all pro. Another thing that I noticed about the PS5 version of this game is streaming part of it. I believe that the PS5 allows you to stream this game and doesn't cut off the HDR. Whereas the PS4 version of this game, when I played the game, the HDR was still coming through on my end, but as far as the output, what you guys saw, there was no HDR, and it made the Lions uniform look like a light blue. You know, it's like looked like some powder puff shit. Whereas on the PS5 version of this stream, you guys are still going to see the richness in the blue of the Lions uniform. So, you know, I would say watch this stream and go back and watch my PS4 stream of these same two teams. You're going to see differences right out the gate. Even if these streams are compressed videos at running at whatever resolution, at whatever frames, you're still going to see a difference.
Darius, they dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game.
The volume in my headset is also a little bit louder on the PS5. I mean, like, I could barely hear myself talk through this headset. It wasn't that loud on the Pro.
Agnew now to return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
Another thing that I might have noticed with the PlayStation 5 version of this game is as the game progressed, I think I was noticing sweat on the players' arms, but I can't say that I noticed that on the PS4 version.
His footwork got in the way, led to some inconsistency, but I love watching him evolve as a quarterback. He gets better and better each year.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down.
Watch the replay here if they show it. The player animations. They definitely improved the player animations. The player animations definitely make this game look like it's running at 60 frames per second. Because watch how he leans into the turn after he catches the ball.
And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run.
Right there.
To pick up really nice yards.
It wasn't that profound on the PS4 version. And then, like, when you run the ball, when you run the ball and toggle from left to right, it looked video gamey on the PS4, whereas I'll explain after this play.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
Ooh, that was caught a break there.
Much like a running back.
So when I give the ball to the running back and he hits the hole and you toggle the thumbstick from left to right, on the PS4 version, it was like left, right, left, right. His body was turning left, right, left, right, left, right. And it looked really video gamey. Whereas on the PS5 version, if you toggle the thumbstick from left to right, his feet was shifting from left to right. And his body was kind of leaning with the change of direction. So I would probably have to say the player animations is the one thing that stood out the most out of all the things that I've seen between the two.
Going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. He will push his way down to about.
Watch the replay if they show it. Watch how his feet change directions and his body kind of leaned. That's assuming they show the replay.
Execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down
Okay,
for
nope,
a win
didn't see it.
defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Stafford able to find Hockenson for a Lion first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
And he's going to
Oh, way to power in there. Way to power in there.
taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the
Let's see if they show it from another angle.
because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
So, one thing that I gotta reiterate this. Although I feel that there's no reason for somebody to buy an Xbox One X, not because it's because I'm guessing it's probably a great console, even though I haven't had a chance to get my hands on it. But I still feel there's no reason to buy it. Where I think the PS5 gives you better options with the exclusives that Sony's has, the exclusives that they have coming, as well as what they're going to give us as far as the next generation of VR. But if you do go off and buy a Xbox Series X, I'm not going to call you stupid, because you're still going to have a very powerful console. And whether you have a PS5 or a Xbox Series X, what I'm seeing, and you're just not going to build a PC for the cost of what you get these consoles for. So when people was hollering and screaming about these consoles costing $500, you know, if you want to get some shit on a PC that look like this, get ready to shovel out anywhere between $800 and $1,300.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no return here for Evans.
You know, I said this during my Rainbow Six stream. I did comparisons with the naked eye between the Xbox One S version, the PS5 version, and the PC version. I hadn't downloaded the PS4 Pro version yet. And based on what I saw, you know, and I'm working with a 2070. So if that's any indication, my PC was a 2070 on epic settings. The PS5, I would say that it's a 2070 on high settings.
Space to maneuver at the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
And
Well, I tell you what, when you
I would go out on a limb and say that if you did not have a PC, you would probably like, hey, this shit look just as good as a PC, if not better. And you would be, in my opinion, you would be within your right to think that.
Steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Derrick Henry. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
I would probably say, as far as flat screen games goes, if you got a PS5 and you don't have a PC and you don't have any desire to get a PC, I totally understand. I still think that, you know, PC gives you more options.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he will be close to a first down.
As far as VR goes, that's a touchy one right there, because the Oculus Quest, because of the success of the Oculus Quest, we're probably going to see more and more. We're going to see less and less games built from the ground up for PC, unless the PlayStation VR 2 can bring us out of that.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
27-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
Oh!
Traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He didn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Look at the momentum of his body. Look how his body changed directions when he picked that ball off. You know, his body wasn't standing straight up in a video game manner. It looked more natural. It looked more fluid.
Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And up to about the 26.
And I won't even get into the haptic triggers. Some people don't like it, but I like the haptic triggers. I like the resistance of the haptic triggers.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 26. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Oh, no.
This one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Oh, my God. Look at right there. Look at his.
Couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be
The player animations
whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
How the body had to adjust in midair to pick that pass off.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that that would feel disappointing.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. And
see if they show that the stiff arm. I think he tried to. He had to fight through the stiff arm to tackle him.
That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called
see if they show it.
on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because
Yeah, he had to fight through the stiff arm to wrap him up on that tackle. I mean, little simple animations like that.
Downfield. That was something to see.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get it behind the line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home.
Damn.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans have taken the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
I got to keep him in at a 75. He's still better than his backup.
The point after try for Gostkowski. Got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
So I'll sum it up like this. I'll still play Madden on my PS4 Pro, but I won't stream it anymore. It'll be a situation where if I'm just laying around in my bedroom just like kind of bored and got the itch to play a quick game of football or something, then I might go ahead and play it for my PS4 Pro. But as far as streaming goes, no, as far as streaming goes, I'm only gonna play it for my PS5. So yeah, I'm selfish like that. So fuck it.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end.
Look at those animations.
Very nice gain.
Lost his balance and was still trying to regain his footing.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
I probably shouldn't be doing this, but oh well.
From the 50 at Stafford. And he's going to be swamped.
I'd rather do that than throw a pick.
At the 45-yard line. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson.
Only got 3 of those back.
Really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Amendola catching it left side. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down.
He wouldn't have got anywhere anyway because they broke through that shit.
The number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the 50, Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just
threw that shit into double coverage. Well, not double coverage, and safety was just waiting.
I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This 2nd quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right? Trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Tannehill throwing again. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
That coach looked like he wearing shoulder pads underneath whatever it is.
Hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Tennessee score. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this drive?
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of the shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield, just in case. Get your confidence back up, and then later on, you expand the targets again.
The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid.
I love it. I love it.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
He's brought down at the 31. That's a gain of 4.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Swift on the counter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he will be very close to the 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st.
Look at that. Look at that animation.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he takes this one.
I couldn't do it. I could not kick it away. I had to go for it. We down.
70 yards.
We got to get back into this game. I had to go for it.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are.
Even the little simple animation of him looking around to see if there was any tacklers coming. So they definitely added some nice animations. Oh, shit.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. He'll be dropped.
Damn, he fell forward for a couple of years. He fell, I said years. He fell forward for a couple of yards.
Nice job by them picking up the run.
They met him at the, you know, like maybe a yard past the line of scrimmage.
Nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 31, Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And he's going to be taken down.
I think they're going to take that holding.
On the field.
Yeah.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Tannehill, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. He'll look downfield for Humphrey. Oh, wide open, complete.
Oh my God.
The Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 47 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Open man is Davis.
Oh my Christ.
For the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there.
Yeah, that's why you got fired.
You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more.
Nice
so
animations.
Touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 26. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. Swift, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down at Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen. And they did right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. First and 10, Stafford. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. To the air again, Stafford. Dancing to his left.
Oh, my God.
The intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
That was a backbreaker right there.
What he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that
nice.
is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key.
We're getting worked.
Out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And into the
Oh, my God.
Tennessee touchdown. Adam Humphries, 52 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Well, what do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved. And certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that one.
Matthew Stafford, 4 picks. That's the game right there.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? We've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys of the past looking back at this game and saying, sure,
oh, I forced it. I forced it.
Going out for those types of passes.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
He's going to get this inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
They hollering for. I got the 1st down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Oh, my God.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
Oh, my God.
With such little time remaining.
And why the hell did I... That's all on me right there, that specific play. I let the coach suggest a play-action fake on 4th and fucking 15. What the fuck was I thinking?
You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Tracy Walker in on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
The 40-yard line.
Tannehill's going to hang on to this. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. But this is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'll be easy to get to.
No, this is just a simple exhibition game, Virgil.
They have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part.
I don't really do the franchise thing. I just get in, play a quick game, and get out.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on.
So all in all, I can say that as far as streaming Madden goes, it's only going to be on the PS5. The game looks sharper. There's no aliasing whatsoever. The player animations look more realistic. They're more smooth.
With that, we say so long, everyone.
The pace of the game looks a little bit slower, so I think it looks a little more realistic on the PS4 Pro. The previous player animations, as well as the speed of the game, made it look real video gamey and made it look like it was running at 30 frames per second, whereas everything was so smooth on the PS5, it looked like it was running at a true 60 frames per second. And I think another thing to consider is the PS5, I think, allows you to stream to YouTube without disabling the HDR, whereas the PS4 Pro does disable the HDR, at least for the viewers. So if you go back and look at my previous stream of Madden on the PS4 Pro, you'll see how lightly colored the Lions jerseys is. And then you come back and look at the PS5 stream, you see how rich the blue is. So much better experience on the PS5. So I'll still monkey around and play Madden in the bedroom and shit like that, but I won't stream it, not from the PS4 anymore. As far as the upcoming MLB The Show, I was originally, I got a Pro. Madden looks, I don't know if you were trying to say it looks trash because it's not showing your whole comment. Just a minute. Let me grab my phone so I can see your whole comment. But MLB The Show, I was originally going to buy it. Yeah, you say it looks trash. I was originally going to buy MLB The Show, the physical version for the PS5, but because I'm keeping my PS4 Pro, I'm going to go ahead and buy it digital with the assumption that if I buy the PS5 version, I'll get the PS4 free. Oh yeah, 2K is the same. PS4 Pro is trash compared to PS5. Now this is really fucked up. True, Virgil. NBA 2K, I bought it for PC thinking that I was going to get the next gen version. Instead, I got the current gen version. Now, it's a very sharp picture. It ran super smooth, at 4K, and the ray tracing might have been evident there because I could see, reflections on the floor of the players and stuff like that, but it didn't get the next gen patch, and 2K outright said it. They didn't do a next gen patch on PC because it doesn't generate enough money. So if you want to get the next gen patches for Madden and 2K, you got to buy it on the PS5 or Xbox Series X. So PC people don't get no love. And the fucked up part about it is for as amazing as this game looks on the PS5, I know it'll look better on PC, but hey, I guess we don't get no love. The PC Master Race don't get no love. So, but I'm good with that. It still looks amazing. So I don't know if I'll do any more streams today. I've done a couple of them. Don't be surprised if you see me play at Alvo again tonight, if I stream that again. Such a fun game, even with the slight tweaks that the game needs. It's such a fun game. So I'm going to go ahead and roll on out of here. Definitely want to thank everybody for tuning in. And you don't have to watch the whole streams, but if you want to see the difference between the PS5 and the PS4 Pro, watch this stream. I'd probably say watch this stream for about 5 minutes and then go back and watch the previous stream on the PS4 Pro for about 5 minutes. That'll tell you everything you need to know right there. There won't be any need for me to do any kind of side-by-side comparisons or make any kind of side-by-side videos or anything like that, which I don't have the patience to do, first of all. And you'll see the difference, and you'll see that there wasn't a need for me to do any kind of side-by-side comparisons. You can tell with the naked eye. You know, even with these compressed videos running at 720p or whatever resolution that they're streaming at, you'll still be able to see the difference. So anyway, I'm going to get on out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. You guys know the line. Wakanda forever. Long live the king. And deuces. We will catch you later.